Hey guys, Millrick77 here. Doing a little video here. I told you guys I'd show you that gun that I got on trade for that tailgate. So I wanted to show you guys really quick what I got here. See if I can get some good lighting. Baby, you got your toys everywhere. What's that? Toys, pillows, baby. Alright, let's go. I'll show you guys, if I can. This is an overall view of the shotgun. Yes, it is unloaded, so you guys don't have to worry about the baby. There's the chamber. You guys can look up in there. It is unloaded. Okay. So, I'll show you really quick. Baby, you're in Daddy's view. Sit over here a minute. Here's the, I don't know if you guys can see it really well. There's the engraving on this side of the ducks. There's a duck there, and a duck here. Over a pond. Baby, stop. And then on the other side, baby, come on. Back up over here. Stay there. On this side, there's a little retriever right here. This is so hard to do with the baby. There's a retriever right there, and then there's a couple of pheasants flying away over top of the field. See if I can show you the other side. It seemed to have focused really good right there. So that's what that's about. Now there's a few digs in the stock of the gun. See, it's fading off over here. That's not a dig, that's like a white mark. I don't know, you can see the white mark on the butt plate. It's an Ithaca. See if I can show you guys this. Wow. Probably not. Model 37. Featherlight 12 gauge, 2 3/4 chambered. What does it say? Proof tested, Ithaca Gun Company Incorporated, Ithaca, New York, made in USA. And it says Roto with a little picture of an anvil forged. So that's that on that. And I just took her apart and cleaned her. I'll show you guys the hold on. The barrel is very clean inside. You can tell that it wasn't shot very much at all. I don't know. I'm happy with the trade. Why not? What'd I do? I worked, I'm going to end up working maybe, I'd say 6 hours on that tailgate altogether. 6 to 8 hours. I don't know, something like that. And, I got me a nice shotgun. So, that's good. In the hood, if you ask me, I've been needing a pump action. The only shotgun I got is a, I'm bad at putting my guns away too. I got a 222s in the truck. It's been there for a month. The only shotgun I got is, where is it? Here it is. The only shotgun I have is a single shot, over and under 22 20 gauge. This is a older Savage, I believe. Yeah, Savage Arms. An older Savage. I really like this gun. This is my small game gun. 22 20 gauge over under, and this is also going to be my deer gun this year if I don't get one. I have an ad on Craigslist for doing body work in trade for a deer rifle, but I haven't gotten any hits on that ad yet, so I doubt I will. But throw some slugs in that little single shot, and that's what I'm going to use this year. But I figured I'd show you guys that 12 gauge I got in trade for that tailgate, and yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, so I'm back. Doing a quick little video, piece of something. Giggliable. I'm subscribed to him. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out. He's a good kid, works on lawnmowers and small engines, and I think he's even worked on, I know he worked on his brother's S10 there with his dad and his brother. Good kid. He's got more tools than I got. I think he's only 14 or 15 years old. And they're all Snap-on and Mac too. No Harbor Freight bullshit. But he's going to be taking his Murray tractor and turning it into a like a race tractor. Make it go a little faster. So I told him I got a Murray and I want to see a video on him doing it, because I want to do it too. So here it is. I think it's a little older than yours. The shifter's between your legs instead of back here by the wheel. Yep, the guy who paints for me got this tractor. The guy wanted $250 for it. My buddy knocked on his door, handed him $250 and said I'll pick it up Thursday. Never took it for a test drive. Didn't do nothing. I told him he was a fucking idiot. Ever since he bought it, the belts have been popping off. He's calling me every other day saying that something else is broken with it, and I'm sick and tired of working on this fucking thing. And finally, it just wouldn't start one day after his son mowed the lawn with it for 4 hours straight. It just gave up. I don't know what size engine's on it because it's debadged, but I'm pretty sure it's 11 or 12 horse Briggs. So anyway, make a long story short, my neighbor down the road here had a John Deere LeSabre, or Sabre, whatever you call them, really nice and clean. An old guy had it, and it just, you could tell it was taken care of really good. So I told my buddy to buy that because this thing wouldn't start, and when he did start it, it started puffing out the carburetor really bad, and smoke was coming out the exhaust, and it wouldn't stay running. So I told him, I said, get that, and I said I'll take this home and work on it, and when I get it running, we'll have a backup mower, whether I need it or whether he needs it or whatever. So that's why it's here. What do you call it? I'm having brain fart right now. Starter solenoid, or whatever you call it, down in yonder. That thing right there. Took a shit. So you know me, I did one of these jobbies, but the motor's really tight sometimes. You can spin it, but I don't know, sometimes it's tight, sometimes it's not. Anyway, when I got this thing, I pulled the oil drain plug on it, nothing but water. so I don't know how the water got in there, unless his son fucking filled the engine up with water, because his son is a fucking goddamn idiot, or what, I have no clue, but this engine was filled with water. So I drained the oil out, and put fresh oil in it, flushed it out a couple times, and she runs. It's just the starter solenoid or the starter's taking a shit. Like, you can hear it click, but see, now it's tight. Ugh. See, sometimes she wants to spin, and sometimes she don't. Probably a starter, I have no fucking idea. It don't matter to me, but yep. But I went over to my neighbor's when I got that LeSabre. He lives all the way down yonder, all the way down there where you see that blue shed. And I walked down there, and he's a really good old guy. He works on tractors all the time. He fixes them up and sells them, buys them, sells them. He flips tractors like people would flip cars. He needed some welding done on one of the mower decks on one of his tractors projects, and he doesn't have a welder, and he said he usually gets a neighbor to do it, but the neighbor welds like shit or something like that. So I offered my services. I was like, hey, I'll weld that up for you, no problem. He's like, really? Yeah. So I went down, welded it up, took it back over. He goes, what do I owe you? I'm like, don't worry about it, man. I was like, it took me fucking 10 minutes to weld that. Oh, I gotta give you something. I gotta give you something. I was like, well, listen. I said, I didn't want no money. I said, maybe we can work a deal on one of those engines, because he just had a couple engines sitting around, and he had them on Craigslist for 25 bucks, but nobody would take them. I don't know why they wouldn't take them. And he was about ready to scrap them. So he's like, okay, that motor's yours. So I took it. It's a Briggs & Stratton, 11 horsepower, power range, blah blah blah. I don't know what the difference is between the power range and a regular old Briggs & Stratton, but she's got a starter on her. She's got she looks really clean, you know, like low hours, or at least well taken care of. It's got the carb and everything. The only thing it's missing is the exhaust. Whoop-de-doo. I'll take the exhaust off the other one. It's even, I don't want to lift this pig up, but it's even got pulleys on the bottom. So if I can use those pulleys for my pulley swap, I have the pulleys off of this motor and the pulleys off of that other motor. So I can rig up one of the pulleys for racing, and then if I ever want to mow, just take that one pulley and put it right back where it used to be. But yep, that's what I'm up to. I'm out here in my little shanty. Here's my Cub Cadet. This thing's a piece of shit. Knock on wood though, she always fires up, no matter what. I got a nice little pink seat there. The hood's like falling off. Come on, man. Hood's falling off. I know I could fix it in 2 seconds. Hood's falling off down there. I don't know what size engine's on this thing either. I don't know whether it's a Briggs or whether it's a Kohler or what it is. But she always fires up. I put this bungee cord on her to hold the hood down. And yeah. See, she'll probably fire up right now. Push in the clutch, put the choke on, turn her over. She's a little cold, but she'll idle real low, and she'll actually drive in high speed at the lowest idle she goes. Engine runs really good. The deck's not rusted out or anything. yeah, it's just an old battle axe, old dependable, old trusty Cub Cadet 182. I got this thing for 80 bucks last year. Yeah, last year. And you know, she runs. I think the steering wheel's broke. Yeah, steering wheel's broke right here. But good enough for me. The spring doesn't work in here either, so you gotta like put it in your thing and always pull up on this knob once in a while, or else you'll pop out. But yeah, here's some whole serial numbers. If anybody cares, I don't know. But yeah, she runs good. This thing will run good. And then I'm parting these out. Not parting them out, I'm junking these actually. This is an old Toro 825, 8 horsepower with a 25-inch mower deck or whatever. I used to love that thing. I had 2 of them. One of them blew a rod and I got rid of it. And this one started having carburetor issues, so I parked it. And this yard machine used to be my buddy's dad's, and it ran decent. The problem with this one was the gear selector. It was hard to find neutral, so you'd be on it and you'd always go forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward until you found neutral, which kind of sucked. But then I had them parked out here, waiting to fix on them, and it flooded. So they were both underneath water, and I'm not fucking with it no more. I already got 2 right here. I don't want these fucking 2 pieces of shit, so they're going to the boneyard tomorrow. And that's that. So I just figured I'd show Giggliable that Murray's. I know he was interested in looking at it, so there you go, buddy. And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay guys, another little short clip. Here's the tailgate. I don't know how well you guys can see reflection for orange peel or whatnot. This is after it flowed out and sat in the sun yesterday and dried. There's the light bulbs. She came out pretty nice. I cannot complain about this at all. I'm going to be doing a little wet sand and buff on this baby today, but I'm not doing a big long wet sanding and buff video. If you guys want to see a really good, informative, lesson learning wet sand and buff video, VW Darren, check him out. He made a video probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I think it might be called How I Wet Sand and Buff or something like that. Very, very good video. He did such a good job that I don't find it necessary to have to make a video. Like I said, if you guys are interested in finding out more about wet sanding and buffing, watch his video. I think it's like an hour long or 45 minutes long. Covers it from A to B and back to fucking Z to A. But I'm going to be sanding on this the way I do it. I'll just show you real quick. I'm not even going to show you, I'm just going to tell you. I use me some 1500 finish film on a DA and some water. I just take an old water bottle and I poke a hole in the top and I squirt her on there. I got that idea from Turbo Cobra, actually. I saw him doing that and I thought that was a pretty damn good idea. So that's all I do, especially on white, because white buff's super fucking easy. I just hit it with 1500 wet with the DA, and then I buff her out through all the stages. Like I said, check out VW Darren. But yeah, on white I don't go crazy with 2000 grit or anything because it's white. Now if it was a dark color, yeah, I would. But we'll get this thing buffed out and I'll show you guys the after, and we'll talk to you later. Later, guys.